In this video, we are going to discuss the power or electric sanding. You only need to do this video if you made a round or an angled clock face. If you do not have a round or angled clock face, skip this and go to the next step, hand sanding. For those of you that have a round or angled face, stay with me. We're going to have to use the electric sander to make these contours even and to flatten out our corners. You can see here, while it looks flat, when you actually stack it up on there, it is not actually totally flat. There's a little bit of curve to it because it's nearly impossible to get it perfectly straight by hand. So we're going to be using the electric sanders and the belt on that specifically. Again, before we go back, safety stuff. Tie your shoes, tuck in your shirts, roll up your sleeves, pull your hair back, take off your jewelry, watches, bracelets, necklaces, big long earrings, etc. And of course you need safety glasses. We will also be grabbing hearing protection when we get in there because you will need to have the dust collection on. Okay? So safety glasses on, and let's get ready to go. So take your clock face. I'm going to take both of these along to show you the techniques for both. Again, we're going to go into the shop and grab some hearing protection because we will need the dust collection on. Come over to the hearing protection cabinet, grab a set of ears, make sure it gets closed again so that dust does not get in, and put those on. You're going to come over to one of the two electric sanders. Does not matter which one, they both do the same job. What we really need to make sure of before we start is that the blast gate for the dust collection is open. This one's here. This other sander, the blast gate, is here. So before you use the sander, pull the blast gate up. How this is going to work is we're going to use the belt, and the power switch is right here in the middle, so when you turn it on, the belt is on. But be careful because the disc is also running. We're going to use the belt sander. I will warn you again, do not touch the belt with your hands. It will remove flesh and anything else that it touches. This is 80 grit sandpaper. It is very rough. It is for making the large pieces of wood come clean. The basic technique is you're going to use the belt here on the side, and you're going to hold it down gently. Don't push too hard because you're going to actually then change the angle of the table. It works better to put a finger in the middle and then kind of grab a hold of the corners. You're going to start over here right off the corner, and you want to keep it moving all the time. Do not stop and try to get one spot. It will flat spot it. So to come over to the edge, come back, you're just going to keep turning, gentle pressure against the belt and holding it down gently. Just keep it turning back and forth. If you try to really push, you're going to flat spot this and take it out of round. So very gentle pressure. Okay, I'm going to show this in a moment. For the angled clock face, all you're really going to do is get your angles flattened here. So you're going to try to get squared up to the belt as much as you can. Hold it down, press it lightly against the belt, and you're going to go back and forth just a handful of times across the belt. Turn it, do the same thing with the other one, just to get those edges flat. Okay, so I'm going to turn on the dust collection, and then we're going to sand off some pieces. In class, the dust collection will probably already be running because of the bandsaws or the router. This is the same dust collection system for those. So again, dust collector's on, the blast gate is open in the back. I'm going to start with my angled clock face. So the power switch, again, up is on, as it says right here, down is off. So we're going to turn it on. holding it down flat on the bench, on the table. Lightly touch it and slide it back and forth, flat against there 4 or 5 times. And then there you have a nice, flat, totally straight edge. Do that to the other edge. Gentle pressure, keep your fingers back so you don't touch the belt. Get it flat. There, that one is done. If you push too hard, you'll end up having brown burn marks. These are a little bit of grain marks, but if I do just a little bit more, I might be able to clear that. There they go. So if you push too hard, you're going to burn your wood, and that's not good. So that's the angle. Just those 2 angles is all you need. If you're doing the rounded, you're going to start here and roll it around, continuously moving. I'm starting on the side. I'm just going to continuously turn it with gentle pressure against the blade. I'm not letting it sit anywhere for any long period of time. I am just rolling it back and forth, keeping even, light pressure. You'll notice those high spots start going away, and you just end up with a nice, even edge. This little spot on the back from the sanding will be taken care of when you hand sand in the next step. Once you are done, please check the counter if there's some sand. This belt doesn't produce too much. Most of it goes in. There's a little bit on the track, so sweep that up with the brush and the broom, the dustpan, and you're good to go.